The thing with people is most of the time what they say about you says more about them than it does about you. But rarely, occasionally, in some cases, it takes another person to be able to look at you and tell you the things about yourself that you can't see. If you remember Second Movie Week, we wrote about it. I told you about the death of my sister and watching Star Wars. This is not about Star Wars. This is about that other thing. About how I talked about stories, how everyone had their own stories, and for the adults, the story they used to cope was God Needs an Angel and the stupid Billy Joel song. I mean, they didn't use that, but I kept hearing it. No, don't get me wrong, Billy Joel is one of my favorite artists. I've never been able to forgive him for Only the Good Die Young. You don't really have the most logical thought patterns at that age, and if Only the Good Die Young, and I was still alive, that means I wasn't good enough. God Needed an Angel? Why was she picked and not me? I wanted to be an angel. I mean, I didn't want to be dead, but I wanted to be an angel. As if something took root in me, the desire to be an angel. Not literally. But I just knew that there's a certain kind of person. When you're around them, you know they're special. You trust them implicitly. You feel comfortable with them. You know they're a good, loving person, and they radiate that energy. Just being with them puts you in touch with the divine. And I wanted to be one of those people. I wanted to be one of those magic people. I always dream. I mean, literally dream. I frequently have dreams that I am one of a small, select bunch of people selected to do some grand saving the world type thing, whatever it is. And I went through phases, different ideas of what special is. When I was in middle school, I just wanted to be psychic. But it's a lot simpler than that. It's a lot basic. I wanted to be a human version of an angel. I longed for that, but I figured I wasn't. I mean, because not. The shy person, self-centered, grouchy. Well, not really. Scatterbrained, extremely scatterbrained, and oversensitive, and a piece of buzz is flying around the room. This is one time in camp, brainy, nerdy kid camp in high school. This girl I'd, met a day before or so. In the course of some conversation, and I don't even think I'd really said that much. She just looked at me in a really piercing way, and her eyes lit up. And she said, "You're a flower child." As if she just discovered something amazing. Which was really rather astute of her, because I like to wear, like my hippie clothing and stuff, but I wasn't at the time. I was just wearing old band t-shirts, and by band I mean marching band, cut off shorts. I didn't look like a hippie. The flower child, peace and love and flowers, was coming out enough anyway that she could pick up on it, and I was rather flattered. I mean, I remembered it ever since. The time it really happened, completely, utterly spelled out. And I was working at the Children's Museum about 12 years ago. And I was working with a woman. She only worked there about less than a year. giving me a ride, dropping me off at grad school at the pit. And she said out of nowhere, "You're really good working at the Children's Museum, you know, because the kids can tell that you're one of those magic people. You just give off this aura." But that was the word she used, one of the magic people. Just like I always aspired toward and never thought I could be. Maybe it's when you're not thinking about it that you become the person you really wish you were. When you're trying too hard, or if you're not trying at all, you're just another dumb slug of a person. But when you let go of the self-consciousness, let yourself be, stop worrying about it, and just let yourself live to the fullest, you might find that what you want to be is what you were all along.